There is one comment that I hear that makes me cringe every time I hear it. I just can't stand it. It's keep your head down. I'm going to tell you why. All right, let's get started. So, where keeping your head down comes from is I need you to think of maintaining posture. So, for keeping your head down, we have 3 drills that we're going to work on. All right, keeping your head down. This is why I don't like it. Check this out. I'm going to sit up right here and I'm going to make a golf swing and I'm going to make sure I keep my head down. You let me know how that looks. I did it perfectly. Kept my head down. Problem is, that really stops you from being able to move freely, right? So we don't want to do that. But this is what it really means. So keeping your head down, what it really means is maintaining posture. So let me show you that little demonstration. If I go right here and I bend over, right? So I bend over into my golf posture. This is the angle of my upper body, or what you would call the spine angle. And so I'm tilted forward. Now, when I go into my backswing, if I keep my head down, right, and I swing, right, then I can't move anymore because my head gets locked in there into a position where I just can't move. What you want to do there is you got to think about it this way. So, where keeping your head down comes from is imagine my head stays right underneath the ceiling. So if I was to go into my backswing, it stays at that same height. But what I'd rather have you do is I need you to think of maintaining posture. I want you to maintain posture. I don't want you to lift that chest up. That is keeping your head down. We don't want our head to go up. But when you do that, you say keep your head down. Again, you don't move. People don't move when they swing. And that's really detrimental to what we are trying to do when we are trying to hit the golf ball. So, if I set up, I want you to maintain posture. So, I go my backswing instead of lifting up. So maintain posture. Keep the chest down. I want you to think of this in a different way. So if I go into my backswing, I need to maintain tilt. Stay tilted. That will really help out. So first part we're going to do is if I go into my backswing, am I still tilted? Do I still have my body angle or my spine angle in my backswing? Right? So that's the first thing we'll work on. Spine angle through. All right? Now, from there, that is your first feel. That's what I want you to feel first. Now, the next thing I want you to feel that could really help would be if I was to set up and I was to go into my backswing, instead of me keeping my head down and not being able to move the whole time, is again, if I maintain posture, well, I still have to allow my head to move. And so as I come back down and through, I want you to feel like your shoulder, once your shoulder gets toward your chin and your head start moving. So we go on our backswing. I come back down into the golf ball. Now my shoulder gets into my chin, and now I am allowing myself to turn. So you're allowing your head to move. All right. So that's really, really important. We have to allow that head to move as we turn. Otherwise, again, we get into that locked in position where nothing can happen because my head stops, my shoulders will stop. Now everything stops. Okay, so we're here. We swing down. My shoulder gets to my chin. Then I will turn with it, and then I can finish. So that's your drill number 1. So we are going to allow our head to turn when our shoulder gets to our chin. So here we go. So allow our head to turn through our shot. Another really, really good drill for you to be able to feel that not to keep the head down, but I need to stay tilted, is to be able to finish with my right shoulder lower than my left. That's for a right-handed golfer. If I was to set up, again, I'm tilted here, I'm tilted forward. Not going to think about keeping my head down, but if I tilt forward, and then if I was to go into my backswing and then staying tilted again, both my body line, spine angle, whatever you want to call it, and then I come through, if I was to finish, right, is my right shoulder lower than my left. So from this angle right here, same idea. I'm set up, again, spine angles forward. I'm tilted, my chest feels like it's over the ball. Go in my backswing, come down through. As I swing, is my right shoulder lower than my left. Here we have a bunch of different styles of swings. And again, if I'm not that flexible, I have to stand up faster through impact. So if I come back through and I come and I hit the golf ball, I might start standing up and getting up right into this part of my golf swing to be able to finish. But again, I could still have my right shoulder lower than my left. And then you have other swings like Xander Schauffele and Colin Morikawa. As they swing, they're going to be way down in here. Again, different style of swing. If I did that, you're going to have to call 911. I'm not going to be able to walk after that swing. Me personally. Works for some. That particular swing does not work for me. But again, we still need to finish right shoulder, lower and left. Simple thought for when you are hitting a golf ball. Because I am tilted, so I get I'm tilted forward. Again, this is, quote, keeping your head down. I have to maintain my tilt through the golf swing. That's keeping your head down. And we'll do that by finishing with our right shoulder lower than the left. There we go. And if I stop right here, then my right shoulder is lower than my left. All right, very good. Set up one more time, and then finish, right shoulder lower than left. Right there, right shoulder is lower than left. We've had two drills. One is I'm going to allow my head to turn when my shoulder gets to it. So I keep my head down or whatever, stay looking at the ball, right, until that shoulder gets to it. But knowing that keeping your head down really originates from maintaining posture. And from there, I'm going to finish with the right shoulder lower than the left. You do that, you start working on that, that helps that early extension as well, right? Because what happens when you early extend? My hips go towards the ball, my chest goes up, then keep my head down, right? Again, don't even say that. Don't even say keep your head down. Maintain posture. That's the phrase that I really like to reinforce or have people say, right? We got to maintain posture. Am I still tilted? All right, and for the third drill, it's a good field drill. What I want you to do is I want you to be able to just swing with your eyes closed. I want you to add in that shoulder lower than the left as you finish, but kind of just swing softly with your eyes closed. And what you can really feel when you're doing that, you don't even have to hit a golf ball, is when you set up, you're able to go into your backswing. You still feel yourself tilted. You'll feel a little bit more versus focusing on making something happen. So you'll get more body feel through this. So again, my eyes are closed. I feel tilted. I still feel like my body angle is still as a diagonal. And then as you swing through, we're going to maintain that angle. Still feel tilted. My chest still feels like it's over the ball. And then from that position there, I need to finish with my right shoulder underneath my left. So right shoulder is lower than the left a few times. And you can really still start feeling how you can maintain, again, that body tilt. All right. And then, why not? You got to try it while you hit a golf ball. So let's do it. Sit up. And then we'll close our eyes and we will try to feel that as we swing. There we go. All right. So for keeping your head down, we have 3 drills that we're going to work on. One is as we swing, we allow our shoulder, when it gets to our chin, to turn my head. And another one is as I swing, my right shoulder finishes lower than my left, so therefore I stay tilted. So my upper body stays tilted. Again, that's keeping your head down. I am maintaining posture through it. And the other one is simply swing with your eyes closed to allow you to feel it a little bit better. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below if you got this far. Let me know how this worked for you. All right, catch you later. All right, thanks for watching. If this tip helped your game, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss upcoming content. I've got plenty more on improving your swing, sharpening your short game, and lowering your scores with technique-specific content and live lesson videos. And if you want to keep learning right now, check out the video popping up here on the screen. It'll take your game to the next level. All right, see you in the next one.